Okay, so I'm doing exam 3 corrections, and it's going to take me a little bit here, but I am going to try to work these out. And so it'll be a short pause, but either way, I'll keep at it. So anyway, we have a 6 to the negative second power times 6 to the negative third power. And all we're doing is basically making these into fractions, because these can never be a negative power. You can never have a negative power on the top. So you drop them down and they become positive. And so making it a 1, 6, oops, and was it 3? So it should have been a 1 over 6 with a fifth power on the bottom. On the bottom here, the same thing. This stays the same, and this gets subtracted, making this a 3 over a 3 with a third power. Okay. And then this one basically is 1x. You can see that 1x to the third, bring that down, times 1x to the eighth, giving you a 1x to the fifth. We're subtracting because it's division, but I'm thinking there's a, so it'd be 1x to the fifth power. Okay. Then we have number 6, which is in parentheses 2a to the third power, b to the fourth power. And all we're doing here is we're going 2 to the fourth power, which gives us 16. And then it's 16a. And then we times these two, which gives us 16a to the 12th. And then we do the b to the fourth. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is the fourth power, giving us a 16. And then a, and then you go 3 times 4. That's your 12th power. And then b, giving you a fourth power. And that's your answer. Okay. Now you have parentheses a, b, with a c on the bottom with the third power. And this one you get a, every letter gets to the third power. B to the third and C to the third. And that's your answer. Okay. Now we have a long problem here, which is negative 2x to the fourth plus x to the third, negative 8x to the second, negative 6x, negative 3, and then subtract 6x to the fourth, negative 8x to the second, and negative 2x. Okay, and I'm going to try to go off my paper because I had already done these papers. So, sorry if I'm moving all over the place. So anyway, the first thing that you want to do on these ones is get into the mode of, and you know what? I skipped a problem. Let me back up before I even go to that. I just saw that I skipped 8. So on this one, we're just going into the distributive property rule. So it'd be 3x, and then you times these two numbers. Give me your second. Your sixth. And then here, you're going, here you're going negative 8. So Here's your negative 8 times the 15. Okay, and then so here we're going to times like terms. So it's going to be negative 24x. Sorry. Okay, so what we're, so here, sorry. 24x. And then we're going to add our 15 plus our 6 here, giving us negative 24x to the 21st power. Okay, I don't know if that made sense. So we did 3 times 6, right? 3x, and then 2 times 3 equals 6. And then here we get negative 8 because of your negative 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, that makes your negative 8. Talking about this power and this power making your negative 8. And then your x, and then you multiply 5 times 3, which is 15, which equals out to negative 24x to the 21st power. Okay. Now we come down again to this big, huge problem. And what we have to do here is we have to get all like terms. And when they say like terms, they want everything that's 2x4 together. Then, you know, your whatever would come next, your third power. And you're working kind of backwards from highest to lowest. Okay. So then we would rewrite it. I'm going to start right here. 2x4. Okay. Negative 6x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd minus 8x to the 2nd, okay, minus 8x to the 2nd minus 6x, okay, minus 6x, and then we have a plus 2x. Do we have a 2x? Yeah, we do have a 2x. Minus 3. Okay. Now we're going to be able to work our terms out. And I'm just, like I said, I had already worked these problems out. So I'm just trying to get them done here and get them put on the whiteboard. So anyway. So we have the 2x with the negative 6x, which would bring me to a negative 4x. Okay. Okay. And then you bring down your plus x to the 3rd. Okay. These cancel out. These two cancel out. So that, and I still need my 0 because for me, I need everything that I can possibly get. And then as far as visual goes. And then your negative 6x plus the 2x is your 8x. So 8x minus 3. Okay, and that should be your answer. You should just be able to go 4x 4 plus x 3 minus 8x minus 3, and that's your final answer. Okay. Okay, and then my next one was, I'm going to try to put it here, 18. It was negative 3x squared, and then 4x, sorry, I'm writing it over here, 4x squared minus 3x negative 5. So then we have a distributive property. So here we're going negative 12x 4 plus the 9x to the third plus the 15x squared. And that's my answer for that. Okay. Now my 27 is we're trying to find the greatest common factor out of 28x x3. Sorry, because I know there's people talking in the background, but 48x7. And then the way I kind of figured this out, I don't know. I kind of saw a video on YouTube and it just kind of made more sense for me. But you put your two numbers, right? Your two numbers, 28, 48. And you do kind of an upside down like division. And you're looking at the numbers that will go into these two numbers. And you know that 2 is going to go into them evenly. And so you divide. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8, 4, and 2 goes into 4 twice, and 2 goes into 8, 4. And what you're trying to do is when you get an even and an odd where you can't reduce anymore, then you add these numbers up, and that is your greatest common factor. So then you know that a 2 would go back to this, and that would be a 7, and that would be a 3. Oh, sorry. That would be a 12. And you know that this can't be reduced. This one could, but this one can't. So now you know that your greatest common factor is 4. Your greatest common factor is 4. And it's 4. Well, coming back to that, it's 4x to the third because you're coming back and you're getting the x's and your exponent, your powers. So then I get 4x to the third. Okay, thank you.